Hello fellow crafters and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 1 of this video series. There's only going to be 2 parts. Can I call it a series? Today I'm going to be showing you how I color shrink plastic 2 different ways. I usually use colored pencils. I use markers for outlining like paint markers, and then I use soft pastels for coloring in sometimes, but I've never used markers before. So I thought it'd be cool to try out markers versus colored pencils today just to see what the differences were like and stuff. If you are not interested in this, however, and you want to see how I shrink plastic 2 different ways using either a heat gun or a oven, then you can head on over to part 2 because that's what I will be discussing there. Anyway, back to this video. So I went to Michael's and I found this whole section of super awesome and super cute Disney crafts for 50% off, and as much as I wanted to grab everything, I decided to just grab a couple of shrink plastic pieces. I did get these 2 bracelets that were identical so that I can do my little comparison in the coloring and in the shrinking. Since they were the exact same product, I wanted to see the differences between what one looks like colored a certain way and if there's any difference in heating or in shrinking, really, heating, shrinking, whatever. So as far as the actual content in the bags, there were the plastic bracelets, all of the super cute little pieces. I love how the watermelon and the pineapple had little Mickey Mouse heads in them. And then of course each bracelet comes with Daisy and Minnie, but not both Daisy and Minnie made it to each bracelet in the end, but you will see that in the next video. I'm not gonna make you wait for the finished product until the next video in case you're not interested. I will have the finished bracelets at the end of this video, so you can just fast forward if you want. I'll never know. The little packages also come with the markers, and what I have to say that I love about this is the fact that the markers actually match the shades in the photo that they used for showing you how to color the shrink plastic. I'm also going to put the instructions in case you guys want to see that. But I already knew what I was doing, so I didn't really care to look at it. Then I got started on coloring. So I forgot like an idiot to do like little swatches of the marker before and then little swatches of the colored pencil. I tried to find the closest shades in colored pencils as with the markers, just to keep it as close as possible, but the difference in the end is just so different that it probably didn't even matter that much, but for the purpose of the video, I just thought it'd be cool to see what each looked like. Now, like I said, I don't know if I already said it, but I've never colored with markers. If I use any markers, it's like a Sharpie or a paint pen. It's never like simple little markers like these. And I actually loved them. But I have to say that coloring with the markers went by so much faster than when I color with colored pencils. Obviously you just glide the marker all over the place, and then with colored pencils you have to like really push the color pigment into the plastic. It's not that hard, it's not that brutal, I know, but it's nice to get something done quickly. What I also loved about these pieces is the fact that the outlines were already there for me. I didn't have to trace or cut or hole punch or anything like that. And by the way, the holes in these bracelets were like so much bigger than the hole punch that I use. And I really wish, it's too late now, but I really wish I would have had like a comparison of what the hole punch that they put on these pieces look like compared to the teeny tiny hole punch I put in any and every of my pieces. I don't really make jewelry, but you know, for my keychains. did record the whole coloring process with colored pencils, but since that's what I always do on my channel, I decided to just like completely edit that out. And then I just wanted to show you a quick comparison between the finished product before it shrinks with markers and with colored pencils. And as with all of my pieces, I added glitter and resin to these, and now you guys can see the actual finished products. So because I resined the side that I color on, the Disney logo was backwards. What would normally be the front of the piece turns into the back since I don't color on the back and I want to seal the color. So yeah, that's why that was backwards. So that was a little upsetting, but really wasn't too bad. I mean, these bracelets were for my 3- and 6-year-old, so yeah, they didn't complain. And also, in case you don't check out the shrinking video, Minnie and Daisy, the colored pencil versions looked horrid and they shrunk looking extremely crazy. I'll throw up a picture real quick. So yeah, I didn't want to resin those. I just put them in my shrink plastic collection and yeah. But in the end, I think that they turned out super cute. I'm really happy with them. I don't know if that's weird to say because I made them, but I don't know. It's like, it takes a long time to make pieces sometimes and you're kind of like, you don't feel like it. But when you push through to the end, the day after you resin them, oh, I just feel like it's always so worth it. And as you've noticed, this one has some silver pieces on it, like the jump rings and the little lobster clasp and then some extra chain. And that's because my 3-year-old lost one of the pink bracelets, so I had to break one of them in half and then fix it to fit my kids. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which one you liked more. The colors of the marker in the end almost look like if I would have just colored them with pastels, so I'm gonna have to do a comparison on markers versus pastels in the future and see if they look alike or not, but I'll definitely be using markers to color more often in the future. Thank you guys for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you want to see how I shrink plastic with using a heat gun and an oven and just comparing the two, then check out my next video. Thank you guys and I'll see y'all next time.